And we're live. How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with unboxing number 2 of the night. 2, son. 2 and 2, like Chuck Woolery. This one comes from someone who is not unfamiliar with the whole beer mail unboxing kind of format, and that'd be my boy Carson. Since, I've lost count, but since October of 2019, I believe this might be number 10 or 11 beer mails that he sent me. He sent me beer mails well before that, but he's been kind of shock and awing it as of late, throwing a ton of beer mail at me, hard and fast. He used to send off, just random beer mails with random breweries from around him. A lot of Southern Swells, a Red Brewing has been a recent one. A couple different breweries kind of dropping stuff in there. But as of late, there's been a cool twist. He's been dumping a lot of homebrew in here. A little bit of homebrew, which has probably been some of my favorite beers that I've gotten from him. So we'll see what's what. Anyway, I think I know one beer that's definitely in here. It's going to be a beer I will need to re-review because he sent me a beer and it definitely was not what that beer was supposed to be. So here we go. Put this off to the side here. Open this up so you guys can't see the very important shipping information. Take this and throw this like that for fun, and then we'll take all these out because there's too much for me to do all these while I'm sitting here. Yeah. I'll let you know this, and I've said this before. Carson, his boxing game, his packing game has gotten so much better. Not that it sucked to begin with, but it's gotten so much more tighter. Ooh, there's a note. So I got a note too. And I think he put it in a baggie because I think there's been a couple times where I've actually missed the notes in some of these. So we'll see what's that. That's it for the beer. That's it for the beer. Let's take this, throw that over there. Okay. So we have an ass ton of beer right now. This is like, we're just gonna dive in. Ooh, fatty cans. I love fatty cans. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. I love this. Note time. Very small lettering, too. And there's like an invoice in the back for something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it says, New Brewery Time. Thank you very much. Love me some New Brewery Time. It says, this is Culture Collection's first release ever. Okay, so that's what I'm assuming those small cans are. Extremely limited online ordering that sold out almost immediately. Incidentally, I was their first ever order. So you're holding quite literally some of the first cans they put out. One of these is one of my favorite beers I've had in a while. Sneaky suggestions right there. And then he drops a bunch of info about the beers and stuff like that. And he says, both, blah, blah, blah. He says, have fun, Carson. So there you go. Let's see. What Lee in the chat, just for everybody, says, what things I've never heard of or will never, ever drink does Matt have today? Who knows? Still looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Lee. The king of beer tube and the old thing. So this is what I meant by fatty cans. This is the dumbest canning trend and my favorite trend of all time. Look at this fucking, it's like Gerber family size fucking, look at this thing. Look at this. It's like a shot. I want to shotgun this thing. This is cool labeling. This is their Bassa Stout. It looks like base stout. Okay, 9.3%, and that'd be at Orange Park, Florida. They're out of. So they don't. It's basically they're crowlering these, I assume, because it just has like this generic label, which is cool, basic, super kind of illustrative style kind of art design and whatnot. But then it has that kind of blank area. I guess what they'll do is they'll crowler tiny little beers like this. So that's kind of cool. We'll see what's what. And it's a stout, so I'm not too worried about oxidation, all that stuff that you typically get from a home coconut mocha. I'm going to guess that's his favorite. Oh, you know what? I was going to say that it's going to be Carson's favorite, but he's homebrewing a lot, so he might be a base stout kind of guy. I don't know. We'll see what's what. So those are fun. Love the little baby cans. And okay, these are all from the same brewery. Let's see what's what. These I might have to go through quite quickly because if I'm guessing correctly, ooh, this is all sticky. This is a guava sour. So it could be any of these other ones. So we have a little guava sour here. And I assume these are going to be anything but stouts. We have what looks like a pastry sour. I don't know if you guys can read that. I can't. It says pastry sour, I believe, which is whatever. And then we have a raspberry sour. So all three of these colored cans that you can't see, oh, let's not drop them, are sours. Now, based off of the stickiness of the cans, based off of them having writing on the side, they're I'm guessing these are in-house crowlered cans. A brewery's going to do that really well, but still not going to be like a professionally canned beer. So I'm going to try to get through these as fast as possible, in lieu of oxidation and stuff like that. But they are kettle sours and they are pastry stouts. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm too kind of nervous and scared about them going sideways. So let's kind of do these up in the corner so you guys can still see what's going on. I'm working on this whole new kind of angle and format. I know you guys like to see what the fuck I'm unboxing. Yeah, there we go. That works for me. Okay, let's get these other ones. Oh, Lee back in the chat says, those cans are nuts. Never seen that before. Makes sense for sampling, however. It does. I mean, for low ABV beers like that, or high ABV beers, I meant, makes sense. Another Culture Collective here. This is their Citra and Simcoe IPA, 5.5%. Yeah, we got the beer smearing all over the place. Yeah. New brewery time. Carson don't mess around with new brewery time. Come in. Oh, did he go absolutely bonkers? No, that's not that. This is another Culture Collective. This is Galaxy and Citra IPA, 8.7% alcohol by volume. You can see right there. So, definitely going to give me a nice sample size of this new place. That is not them. That is not them. Okay, so I think we're past all of their beers. Now, let's dive in. This is Southern Swells. Sir Pils, a Pilsner in a very simple, nondescript can. I'm going to love this beer. I just know I am, because I love what Southern Swells does, and honestly, Pilsner me all an effing day, baby. What do we have here? Shortage, which is a double India Pale Ale. See, this is a very unique take on Southern Swells. They're definitely kind of they're definitely eschewing their typical packaging and stylistically just changing what they do. For those that don't see what's going on here, it says shortage, and that be paper towels in the background or toilet paper, whichever one you prefer. So they're playing the whole COVID game. A little tongue-in-cheek funness, never hurt nobody. And then we have a special note. Okay. This is Crazy Easy Pale Ale. Again, another Southern Swells. Note time. I figured the more beer I send, the more videos you make, and the more quarantine entertainment I have. That makes total sense to me. Logic in its truest form. Yet another Southern Swells label redesign. Unfortunately, they took off the ingredient recipe hops info, so see below. That's one of the things I actually did dig about Southern Swells, is that that's a little bound to other half. I don't know where you're... Something. Anyway, that was from Capato in the chat right there. And it says Crazy Easy is Citra, Waimea, and Chinook, and Cryo, I believe, is what it says there. And then Shortage is just Mosaic. 2 fun facts, okay? Sir Pils is their first canned lager I'm aware of, and 2, Shortage is their highest on tap rated beer ever. Enjoy, Carson. Yeah, it's a fun one. Nice. I threw that like I didn't give a shit. Anyway, put that back over there. Then we got 2 Rev, I like to call them Rev, stouts. These have been absolutely some of my favorite stouts that I've had as of late, brewery-wise. And it's just basically the same label over and over again. You can see here. It's just that kind of weird, kind of Twilight Zone-y kind of spiral stuff going on. This is their Volume 19, Willet Barrel Aged Imperial Coconut aged on coconut. Imperial Stout aged on coconut. Okay, 5/1/20. What's it, Watson? This shit was like not even a week old. God damn. Carson. Not fucking around. Then we have, okay, they have the barrel-aged Cocoa Deviant. It's chocolate, cinnamon, coffee stout, aged in Jack Daniel barrels. I don't know if I've ever had any beers aged in Jack Daniel barrels. I mean, I've had my fair share of whiskey barrels, bourbon barrels, scotch barrels, Lagavulin barrels, Four Roses, fucking all that stuff. I don't remember a Jack Daniel's barrel being involved in any beer I've ever had. I could be wrong, but that's kind of cool. I mean, for most spirit drinkers, they're going to be like, hey, fuck Jack Daniels sucks, but it's kind of cool. And last but not least, you cannot send me a beer mail without sending me one of the kind of tart sour series from Southern Swells. And this is their Escape. This is a pina colada sour ale with lactose, 6% alcohol by volume. I mean, this bottled kind of tart Berliner, not really Berliner, because I think there's a little bit more to it, is some of my favorite series going right now. I mean, Southern Swells, I kind of got them from the get, from Carson, when they first started really kind of coming into their own, kind of similar to this the Collective. What are they called again? Fucking up their names. It's not Can Collective. God damn it. Cultured Collective. Like, it was very similar to that. Like, Carson was sending off their beers when they were first on their come up. And that was 2 years ago, maybe, by now. And just to see them kind of age and progress and kind of mature into the kind of beers that they've been making has been awesome. And to see them go, just not even just beer, even label designs, everything has changed, and to see them kind of grow into this kind of stuff, which is, I hesitate to call it kettle sour because it's well beyond that. I think it's a mixed culture thing. I don't know if they actually break it down about what they're doing in this. They just say sour ale. Yeah, it's a mixed culture sour ale. It says on the side. Probably says it on everyone. I know I'm an asshole and I dismiss it. But to see them progress from the hazies and base pastry to start doing a lot of stuff that's a little bit more subtly complex, while at the same time staying on the trends, because it's kind of, it's a lactose sour. It's kind of hip stuff, but it's done in a really well done, thoughtful way. And not all of them are hits, but most of them are. And I see them grow from where they were when I first started them, and first time Carson sent it off to now is a really fun journey. So this is an absolutely bonkers beer mill. Yeah, this is nice. This does not suck. So yeah, there you go, guys. Just did that quick unboxing of some mystery beers. Got some mystery beers, I think, right now. From having no mystery beers because I lost them all, to now I have not filmed, but right now I have 8 mystery beers. 6, no, because I did one live. So I have 7 mystery beers lined up for you. So that's at least, if I do doubles, that's a month worth of content for mystery beers. And I got some homebrew come up the chute. Got a couple homebrews coming up the chute. Got a bunch of Florida-based jams. I'm a lucky guy. Quarantine does not suck in this guy's household. So yeah, let's go to the chat real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Before that, like I said, if you didn't catch it in the first video, it is 7:21 now at 8 o'clock on Facebook. If you go to Steal This Beer is a podcast I really enjoy. They're doing a live stream, like a Zoom stream with a bunch of people sitting around just drinking beers and chatting it up. Go there, check it out. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be doing that at 8 o'clock, so you won't see me on the old YouTubes. I'll be over there doing that stuff. But anyway, back to the chat. We had Capoto chime in and says that's a little mountain of other half. I assume he's meaning the style of beers. Really going to try a Kolsch. Gonna really try a Kolsch for the first time tomorrow. That's great. Kolsch's are awesome. Jack Daniels beer, that could be decent. It could be decent. And last but not least, he chimes in and says, have you had Kettlehead Brewing's Kettle Sours? I have not. I think I've heard of Kettlehead, but I don't think I've ever had any of their beers. So there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. Go check Carson out. Like I said, he is on Instagram at scotch.for.everyone and for 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 everyone. Does a bunch of Scotch stuff, does a bunch of homebrewing stuff. Check him out. Hopefully you guys enjoy me reviewing all these beers. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. Cheers.